Okay, Robert back here. Today, not in the vise, but on the vise, because this thing is slightly a little large for my vise. Got something a little different here today. Got an old Akron lamp, original mica. Sorry I can't put the camera in my holder because it's just too tall to get the whole view of it, so I'll pan it up and down here so you can see the whole thing. It's a cool old lamp. First of all, let's go ahead and get this mic off here and set it off to the side. Yeah, pretty cool little setup. Just hangs there from the frame. That back on the top so we don't misplace it. Okay, I have absolutely no resistance on the pump, so hopefully a little fresh oil will take care of that. If not, hopefully I may have a leather that'll fit it. And I know I don't have a fuel cap gasket for this, and I was looking at it. It doesn't have a rubber gasket like the Coleman and other brands. It's a lighter colored. I'm not sure what that's made out of, but it doesn't seem rock hard like the old Coleman ones get. So right now I want to just get that pump out of there and see if we can get it to pump a little pressures to see if maybe I can get lucky and not need a gasket right now, which is slim to none, but hey, for now it's worth a try. Okay, I've already tried turning that out by hand. It's on there really tight, so don't like doing this, but I'm gonna put a piece of leather on it and try to grip it with a pair of pliers. Pump leather looks in good shape, so this needs a little oil. Yeah, I've got that oiled and I massaged it and spread it out a little bit, so let's put it back in there. Oh, while we got that out, this is not like the Coleman. It's just a one piece. It doesn't have the two-piece fuel stem. And as you can see, it's got a hole drilled in there. So it is hollow. And put your thumb over it at the end just like you do a Coleman. Oh yeah, I didn't think it was sealing. I had to thread it almost all the way off, and then it just shot off in my hand, so it had plenty of pressure in there. All right, so maybe I'm not going to need a gasket. All right. Okay, Okay, as you can see, this has got the square valve wheel. Here's the tip cleaner. Turn right here. It moves back and forth about 1/4 inch. I don't know if it's supposed to go any farther than that or not. And this is a instant light generator. You can tell by the tapered generator there, so that's a little different than Coleman. So next step is I want to get that generator off there and see what it looks like. Okay, you don't generally see me do this, but this type of it doesn't have any threads for a wrench, but it has little slots in it, just like on the wire pliers. And it looks like they line up pretty well with the grooves in the pliers, so I want to turn this with trying not to mar it up. And it's moving. No heat required, like that. Whole assembly just lifts right off there. Or not, but we got a house guest in there. That would have caused an improper burn there. Here, instead of screens, they have holes drilled in the burner cap. Very interesting. So let's set this off the side for now.
Let's try a little bit of heat and see what happens.
Okay, threaded out so far, and then I had to turn that tip cleaner to get it to release. The needle seems to be sliding out. Got a little tension on it. I know the camera's not going to pick it up. I lift it up, I can see the needle poking through the top there, so and it's moving, so I'm not really sure about this generator, if it's serviceable. The way it's tapered, I'm guessing not. But the needle is moving, and I can see the needle in the end, so hey, we're going to call it good. Set that off the side, and see if we can get these air tubes off here, and we'll clean this Mr. Spider out of there. Make sure you don't have any other family in there. Camera see in there or not. It looks like it has a screen inside those also. So all right, let's put this thing back together. What happened? I thought I was recording. Really tricky getting that generator back in. Kind of like putting the jet or the eccentric block back in inside an Optimus 8R. It's kind of tricky. You got to work this lever, the dial, as you thread in the generator to get that to work. And it's working better now than what it was. I can see the needle coming up and down. Sorry I didn't get it on camera, but it took me about 3 tries. I'd have to thread that generator in there. The first time it would only turn about 1/8 of an inch, but my needle was moving. The second try it wouldn't turn at all, but I threaded it back out, and then I would keep adjusting that pricker knob until eventually I got it where it's working where it needs to be now.
I've already put the burner tubes back on. Y'all have seen that 1,000 times. a little bit of oil. I didn't need to put that much. There we go. Think. I didn't use the pliers to tighten that generator down just a hair more. I just tightened it by hand at first. So
By the way, this fount, it had a little bit of rust in it. Generally, an old lamp like this, you'll find quite a bit. It had one little flake in there floating around. I could hear it sliding around, and I took my air compressor and blew it out, and it came out. So the fount is in decent shape. I pumped it up and done flooded it. Had the valve open, so let me let this thing settle down a little bit before I try to light it. I didn't have it in frame there, but as I was pumping that, I forgot to close the valve, and the gas was just running down the generator. So we know we're getting fuel, we know we're getting air, so it's probably going to be a big fireball when I light this. So we'll see what happens. Look there. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, there we have it. Akron, I think it's a model 125. There it is with the lights out. Not too shabby. I'll do another part 2 on this. I think I still got some issues. When I first lit this, it went out a couple of times. Didn't want to light back. I had to turn it upside down and get some fuel to go through the fuel pickup tube. So I think it's a little clogged there. It might go ahead and clean itself out while it's running. If I keep it running a while, we'll see what happens. But if I have to tear it back down and get into the fuel pickup, we'll do a separate video. But hopefully, now that I got it going, it'll go ahead and clean itself up. Put a little seafoam in there with it. Hopefully that'll clean it up. Okay, I've had it burning probably 10-15 minutes now. It's not trying to go back out, so hopefully it won't need nothing else other than just good cleaning. As you can see, I didn't do anything to it besides clean out the air tubes with a spring, and of course that pricker lever wasn't adjusted correctly, because when I first got it, it would only turn barely a quarter a turn, so it wasn't turning like it should. But I kept tinkering with it until I get it to get the full turn out of it. So sorry I wasn't recording when I done that. I thought I was, but it is what it is. But if anybody has one of these or having trouble, just let me know when I go back, and I will reshoot the video. I'll take it back apart and show you how I kept tinkering to adjust that needle. Alright, y'all know the routine. Like, share, subscribe. God bless.